Welcome to the video. It's day 2 and we're going to talk about what bike is a minimum. Let's do it. We have a 29er hardtail mountain bike with suspension fork. This bike will cost about 600 Aussie dollars brand new. So we're talking maybe 500, 450 USD. Secondhand market, probably going to be 200 USD. Oh, man, it's insane what you get for the money. For a bicycle helmet as well. This is a skate helmet, bike helmet, it's safety approved. And in a self-defense situation, these are actually pretty good because you can headbutt and self-defend. Got hydro disc brakes. The Tektros are so they're all right. It's got a lockout fork. That's incredible. You know, so as a bike to start with, you know, I've shown you so many fancy bikes over the years. Let's give you something for the basic bare bones budget. And you could put slicks on here. You could wear these tires out, put a slick on there if you just do pure dirt. The gears on these shift so well. I gave this bike a little tune yesterday. They shift as good as XTR, as good as my SRAM Eagle. It's good stuff. You've got plenty of gear ratios there for epic climbs on the flat, whatever. It's fantastic. The geometry is pretty good. You know, it's a good bike. It's a great bike for fitness. I'd probably ditch this and just put a normal clamp on there because they can slip a little bit. What you do want to do is scratch it a little bit, just a light scratch as a reference point. It's got a really adjustable seat post, so you can really fine tune it to get your angle just perfect. You got you can alloy steering here, so you got a lot of, you can flip the stem, make it more aggressive or whatever. You could put aero bars on here as well, make it do a TT bike. You can really, very, very versatile bike. The Shimano outer stuff works as good as XTR. Works as good as XTR. Why would you get that instead of XTR? If you're on a budget, or XTR is a little bit light if you're trying to save every single gram, or if you're just a double income, no kid dude like me. But yeah, otherwise this stuff works really good. I was riding it yesterday, I was like, man, this is amazing. Chain lube, I'd recommend Squirt, but this bike, I could crush 99% of cyclists on this bike. What I do is I'd slam the stem just for my position, a bit more aggressive, but knock out the fork. It's incredible. This performance bike for the money, it's incredible. Why don't I ride a bike like this? Well, I did yesterday, and I was impressed with it. I just prefer, my sub 7 kilo road bikes. But if I had to ride this bike for the next 10 years, I'd be fine with that. So a lot of people out there are on a budget. Live in certain countries where the economic, isn't as full on. So they're limited to bikes like this, which you can get super fit on a bike like this. You get super fit. You could get Div 1 fitness on a bike like this. This bike is incredible. These 29er hardtails. You can put slips in there. It's just, they do anything bikes. And for the money, wow, you can't go wrong. So if you're looking to get into cycling and you're on a super tight budget, $200 USD will get you something pretty good. $200 to $400 USD. It will. And ideally, if you can get Shimano hydro brakes, even better, or Shimano cable disc brakes, or even an old bike with V brakes, you probably get it even cheaper. And you want to get something that's near new condition. This is near new condition, rides very, very smooth. So that is the video today. Train like a pro, make sure you've got the right bike. And this is a minimum. This would be a minimum. 29ers, they just roll faster, they're smoother, they pick up speed better, they hold speed better, etc., etc. I should say they hold speed better, definitely. And they just work better. 29er for the win. 27 or 26er, no thanks. Better than nothing. But 29er is just, they roll, man. They roll. This is, do anything bike pretty much. Anything on this bike you want, you could do it. Deal, man, this bike is a crusher. It's a killer. I could destroy 99. When I say destroy, I mean it in a nice way. I could drop 99% of Cervelo S5 riders or Specialized Venge or whatever. I'm not trash talking. I'm just saying, the bike's important when you get to a certain level. Other than that, as long as it's good enough, it's got the big wheels in it, you're going to go. And when I mean big, I mean tall. And as long as it's got your gear ratios, and as long as it's the right size for you, as long as the brakes work and the gears work, and you've got the gear ratios, the cadence, that's what matters most. And with clip-in pedals as well, get some really stiff-soled shoes. Get those for $50 secondhand, I've got a pair of S-Works XC shoes near new for $50. Actually, probably about $40 USD, you don't need to spend big bucks and bucks. If you want to, you can, but you don't have to. You can spend a couple $100 and get a sick bike and get so fit. All right? You can get pro Div 1 level fit on a bike like this, no doubt. I know, because I've done it myself. Now, if you want to get the fastest times on a competitive Strava KOM, then yes, you will need a lighter bike. But this bike, you can get an 80 VO2 max on, okay? It is good enough. But yeah, to get the super fast times on a Strava, competitive KOM like Norton Summit, cracking, sub 13s, you ain't really going to happen on a bike like this. And yes, you are some sort of freakazoid. But that's the deal. These bikes, man, I'm so impressed. They're fantastic. 29 a hardtail for the win.